All right, now this is disturbing. A new report by the United Nations is claiming that North Korean women who are detained in prison camps are suffering from torture, rape, and other forms of serious violence by security and police officials. The UNHRC report includes counts from over 100 women who were detained between 2009 and 2019 after failing to flee the country. And we have Greg Scarlatoiu, the executive director for the Committee for Human Rights in North Korea, joining us from Washington, D.C. So break down what these women claim has happened to them.
Natasha, absolutely. This report certifies that conditions in detention, in particular the detention conditions affecting women, are abysmal. There is lack of adequate food, lack of adequate hygiene, an utter lack of adequate feminine hygiene products, lack of adequate medical care. They're subjected to unusually cruel treatment. They're subjected to cavity searches, forced nudity, very humiliating and demeaning behavior. And this report looks at multiple types of detention facilities. There are the Kyohaso re-education through forced labor camps, the Kwaliso political prison camps, shorter-term facilities, police detention facilities, Kuryujang Chikyolso, the so-called mobile labor brigades. At all of these facilities, the conditions are abysmal. And actually, my organization, the Committee for Human Rights in North Korea, has identified this trend since Kim Jong-un took over as leader of North Korea. Disproportionate repression of women following a great famine that killed up to 3 million North Koreans in the 1990s. Women have assumed primary responsibility for the survival of their families. It's women who get arrested for alleged wrongdoing at North Korea's gray markets or black markets. It's women who cross the border into China in search of freedom or opportunity for their families. And here comes in another very difficult issue, China. China is a party to the 1951 Convention concerning the status of refugees and the 1967 additional protocol. These women, because about 80% of those who are apprehended in China are women, these women are arrested in China, repatriated to North Korea, where they face a credible fear of persecution.
Wow.
For that reason, they should be granted access to the avenue leading to acquiring political refugee status. China is not protecting them.
Now, it is notoriously difficult to gather any information about what is happening in North Korea. How did these investigators get access to these women who spoke out about what was going on?
It's the same methodology that my organization uses. They conduct interviews, as you stated, with North Korean escapees. These are North Korean ladies who managed to escape from North Korea and found their way into South Korea. Pursuant to the Constitution of the Republic of Korea, South Korea, all Koreans are nationals of the Republic of Korea. So after they go through a 3-month naturalization process at the Hanawon Center in South Korea, they receive their South Korean passports and national IDs, and they become South Korean citizens. These interviews were conducted with 100 women that have resettled in South Korea and become South Korean citizens. Very important aspect. Interviews were conducted with women who were in detention in 2019 and 2018.
Wow.
So it is very reasonable to conclude that these abysmal detention conditions have been perpetuated to this day under Kim Jong-un.
Well, what action can be taken to stop these women's rights abuses from continuing? Can anything be done here?
Well, the report makes a set of recommendations, refers to the Mandela principles regarding conditions in detention, the Bangkok rules as well, referring in particular to women in detention. The report, without calling out China by name, recommends that UN member states should provide protection to refugees and stop refouling refoulement, the forcible return of prisoners to North Korea. The report also requests that the North Korean regime conduct inspections, abide by its obligations under international law, under the 2 covenants that it has signed. The report recommends that North Korea's criminal law be amended to provide much better protection to those in detention. So the report also contains a very good and solid set of recommendations.
All right, Greg Scarlatoiu, thank you so much for joining us.